Ah, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's outside. It's summer. Not summer yet, but it's nice. It's Tuesday, May 23rd, and I hope you guys are ready for a little lunchtime fun here with Ocean Man at the Pit, a little show about big things, guys. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769 to book a show, folks. It's a wonderful show today, and every show is dedicated to the first responders. Everything. Thank you for everything that you guys do. We also want to thank dedicated to all you people that watch the show today, or if you watch it later on, or if you never watch it, whatever it is. We want to thank you all for tuning in just for a little fun. Keep you away from whatever the shit that's going down in the show today, folks, in the world today. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good one. We're going to have a great show, and we have a lot of good stuff coming up this week. All right, first of all, folks, don't forget we got a busy week coming up. Tomorrow is the big day. Ocean's Rat Pack. Bill Saratella is Frank Sinatra. Elliot Winbush is Sammy Davis. And yours truly is old Dean Martin. Yeah, that's right, folks. We're going to be at the beautiful Carnival restaurant, actually upstairs in their brand new speakeasy called the Alley. Tomorrow is May 24th. We'll be there at 7:30 showtime, 90-minute show. A lot of cocktails. Going to be fun, folks. Right there on Fulton Market. Come on down and watch the show, Ocean's Rat Pack. Tomorrow. Thursday, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry James and Lisa P. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Tony Toto. Saturday, we got two big ones, folks. That's the 27th of May. We'll be starting off the afternoon at 3 o'clock with Mojo's Jukebox at the beautiful Belmont and Sheffield Festival. 1 hour of rock and roll music, folks. Then I turn around and drive to Taverna on Division. Melrose Park outside, voted the number one best patio in all of the suburbs, along with Tony Toto. That's going to be a great show. And then Sunday, we'll be in beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at the wonderful Thirsty Parrot, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's a 1 o'clock hit. That is Sunday, the 28th in Lake Como, Lake Geneva. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, is brought to you by Ace Hardware in Norwich, Displays, Evergreen Park in Warrenville. Ace Hardware, buy local, shop local, always taking care of you guys, folks. And now this is the perfect time. If you haven't bought a new grill, now it's the time to do it. Get over there, tell them to grill your ace off and get $20 off any grill purchase at your following Ace Hardware, Norwich, Displays, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware. Ready for that Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be good. Saying hello to some people today. Albert's in the house. Ellen, Lena, how are you doing, my friends? Kathy Eppolito, Dennis Lake Geneva, Jill is in the house. Joanne, Michael Sansone, Arizona, looking shiny. Richard Hamlin, and all you guys just wonderful today tuning in. And don't forget, today's Tuesday. So you know what I did this morning, folks? And every Tuesday, Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. I volunteer every Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 10, and I go on to Please They Need. It's a nonprofit organization, folks. Please give and help these dogs. Irving Park Road in Schaumburg, that's the Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. Go to almosthomefoundation.org. Please give and tell them Tony O sent you. Everybody loves dogs. So it's great. We're in a good mood. It's warm out. I'm excited today. I did the dogs. We had the window cleaners here today. 52 windows in the house. They're done. Inside and out. Cleaned them. Nice job. Great job. And then Rhino Ryan, after doing an incredible job working for Jerry Rend over there, redoing his kitchen and everything. And then, of course, he's opening his brand new bar called Bugsy's in wonderful McHenry, opening in July, second week of July. So he's here to open up our pool. So Ryan's a great handyman, and he's fantastic. So we get the pool all ready for the holiday weekend. Hey, guys, you need anything done with your curb appeal, home, business, largely affected by concrete and asphalt? Corelli Pavement is the company you want to call. Corelli's here to help you keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal coating, crack filling, and patching. They do asphalt replacement for residential and commercial. They also do driveways. Call Barb and Laura for a free estimate. Tell them Tony Ocean sent you. That's Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835, servicing Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. That's Gorelli Pavement Service. All right, all right, all right. Woo, woo, woo. I'm in a good mood today. I hope you guys are too. Double T in the house. Double T is ready for a busy, busy weekend. Tea with me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I hope you guys are ready for a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're getting together with the family. I don't know if some of you people are leaving town. Yesterday I said only 1 or 2 people were leaving town. But what you're doing, barbecuing around the house, doing what you're doing, I hope a lot of fun. Now, folks, you know what's coming up in January. It's time for the Seventh Heaven Tony Ocean main event and Mojo's Jukebox Cruise. Chicago Music Cruise Line, folks, 2024, January 7th to January 14th. Orlando, Florida, Coco Cay, Bahamas, Charlotte, St. Thomas, Phillipsburg, St. Martin. 7 days of food, booze, and music, baby. Woo! When everybody's freezing, we're doing the Eastern Caribbean cruise. Sign up. Go to ChicagoMuseCruise.com. See my friend Mary. She will take care of you and join us on that wonderful cruise. Thirsty Parrot, Dennis. That's right. This Sunday, Danny. How are you doing, Danny Ramonde? All right, folks. Boy, do we got to talk about. I want to congratulate Lindsay Antonelli, Dave's daughter, who graduated. They went to DeKalb for her big thing. Congratulations, Lindsay. Her party is this weekend. And Brianna, his other daughter's in town from Tennessee. So congratulations to Lindsay. And congratulations to everybody else that graduated, high school, college, grade school, whatever the hell it is. Congratulations to all you wonderful people there, folks. I want to put a shout out to my good friends. I want to thank Peter and Dino from Cousins in Roselle. I want to thank Chris Baccaro from Rosario's and Jason and the crew from Barron's Cigar Shop, donating some great gift certificates and prizes for Mayor Tom Daly's golf outing tomorrow, which will be at Chandler's. He's the mayor of Schaumburg, Tom Daly, having his very first annual golf outing. So they were nice enough to give us some free gift certificates. And Jason, thank you so much at Barron Cigars, man. I tell you, he put together not only a $200 gift card, but he also did the executive humidor with cigars and a lighter and a case and an ashtray. I mean, just did it all right. So thank you, Jason. Barron's Cigars there in beautiful Schaumburg, right it's in the parking lot of the Woodfield Mall, but it's not in the mall. You'll see it right next to the jewelry store over there. So thank you so much for that, guys. Appreciate it very much for doing it. Helping out, very, very important to help out. A lot of good things. And of course, when also bad things are memories. May 23rd, 2020, we lost our good buddy, Mr. P, Pedro Morales up in heaven. P, we miss you, everybody. And then I lost my best friend, of course, George Tark, on May 23rd, 2022, just last year, when you lose your best friend like that. George was probably one of the closest. Well, I had Tony LaBarbera, Phil Vaughn, guys were very close to me. They were my managers too, but George was more my friend besides being, we were together many, many years. And to lose somebody, it's a sad thing. I don't know. The thirsty parrot, not the thrifty parrot, the thirsty parrot this Sunday. Thank you, Dennis. Buddy, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Our prayers go out, of course, to the horrible crash. 4 Buffalo Grove High School students killed in a major crash in Wheeling, Illinois. All these deaths and accidents that are going on. It's just horrible what's happening in this crazy world. So our prayers go out to all those family for the loss of children. It's bad enough when you lose an adult. When you lose kids, it's got to be even harder, folks. All right. I know Linda Scarpa sent this in, and she also has it on her Facebook page, saying, I wish I could take, now I don't know if you've got younger kids. My kids are older, but our kids are older, excuse me. Um, if you got younger kids, but like 16 to maybe 23, 24. Sometimes I did, as she said, she would like to take the kids and ship them back to 1985 and see how could they survive, because it's a completely different world. Stella, Kathy, Peter Prado in the house. It's got to be very different. That's just, I don't know. Drop it. That's what she said. She goes, I like to take my kids and drop them back off to 1985 and see how they would survive. Dennis, yes, I know what you're saying, buddy, but that was just something funny that she sent in. I thought it was, just trying to realize what the world was like before this crazy world that it's in right now, man. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How about Roy McCampbell, attorney at law? If you're looking for a lawyer that does the job right, call Roy McCampbell at 708-275-4264. Tell him Tony O sent you. Deutsche Power Center. No, let's go to my Laura Ocean Solutions, my wife's credit card company, increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. Deutsche Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsche Power Center, 224-276-6550. All right. Ocean's Pit, little show. Other shows coming up, folks. June 3rd will be if you can't come down to the city and watch Ocean's Rat Pack tomorrow at the beautiful Carnival Speakeasy, the new Speakeasy upstairs. If you can't come to that show, how about a Saturday night, June 3rd, the Vixent Theater in McHenry. That's Ocean's Rat Pack. 90 minutes of fun. The theater's beautiful. It should be a movie theater. Some of these places now, movie theaters are converting them into concert halls, and they're doing movies and concerts. And then June 4th, right here in my hometown of Elk Grove, I'm opening up for one of my favorite bands, The Grassroots. Great songs. Temptation Eyes, Midnight Confession, Sooner or Later, Where Were You When I Needed You? So many great songs. And that's going to be in Elk Grove on June 4th. So great things, man. And I hope Johnny's in the house. G, looks like he's got a busy schedule this week himself. Go out and see my buddy perform. He does a great job. All right. Yesterday I saw an ad that said radio for sale, $1. But the volume is stuck on full. And I said to myself, I can't turn that deal down. Oh, thank you, Vincent, for sending me these. You guys send me some good stuff, man. I tell you, I really do like that. How about Shark Tank? You ever watch that show? It's pretty cool. Come up with an idea. Someone gives you money. I don't know. But the girl on the show, Barbara Corcoran, I think her name is Corcoran, according to CNBC, Shark Tank. She sold her real estate business. She just threw a number out. She didn't investigate what the business was worth. She did it by luck. And she sold it for $66 million, a real estate company. 66. She sold it. She didn't even look it up. How often do you sell something without looking at what it's worth? That means when you have that much money, that you didn't give a shit. All right, let's just go $66 million. Just out of luck. God bless to be able to do that, right, folks? The old days compared to today was insane. Yeah, was much sane. Dennis, very much sane. But you know what? Also, my buddy Albert mentioned a lot. Albert with the Ron Onesti organization. He mentioned this too. With all social media now, we're seeing all this crazy shit. Now, maybe back then, even though we might have thought it was better, but back then, when you only had 5 different social media outlets, 7, 2, 5, 32, 11, whatever they said was what it was, whether it was or it wasn't. We had no other choice, or except whatever they printed in the newspaper. You know what I mean? So to us, we seem it was better, but Bobby, the shit might have been going on. I mean, it's not as crazy as it is now, but you know what? Albert made a point there. I mean, and this world is crazy, but it's, like I said, it's not just the world. I just think it's certain people in this world that are driving this fucking people crazy. Pardon the language, folks, but sometimes, it is what it is. Tucker Carlson, people might not like him. Of course, he was fired from Fox, but he's still being paid $20 million. To have a job like that, you get fired, but they still owe you $20 million. I don't know if I would rush back into a job. I think I would take it a little easy, or maybe just work every now and then. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How about Armando's Supermarkets? Go up there and tell Danny Maggi, Tony Ocean sent you. Ocean's Pit. That's Armando's Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Gigi and Michael from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. Oh, boy. A lot of birthdays in the house. How about Joey Diaria? He played Bozo the Clown. I think Bob Bell did it. He was the best. No one's going to be better than Bob Bell. But I think Joey did it from 1984 to 2001. He turned 71 years old today. And I think David Arquette, actor, looks like he wants to revamp and bring back Bozo. I think he'd be good at it. To bring that back, I think it'd be kind of cool to see I'd like to see a documentary on his life or the people that played Bozo at that particular time. That I can see. I can see that happening. What I can't see happening is Eddie Murphy doing the Pink Panther. He's signing up as the Pink Panther. Peter, hello from YouTube. That's right. You can see us on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tony Ocean Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page, my personal page, and Ocean's Pit Facebook page. Anyway, I don't know. Eddie Murphy as the Pink Panther. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, but I wasn't ready for it when he was announced to do the Nutty Professor, and he did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not going to beat Jerry Lewis, of course, and I don't think no one will ever match Peter Sellers. Steve Martin, as much as I like him as an actor, horrible as Inspector Clouseau. Anyway, how about for all you wrestling fans, Andre the Giant, the eighth wonder of the world, or the ninth, because King Kong was the eighth wonder. Anyway, Andre the Giant, 7.11, whatever the hell he was, biggest wrestler ever. Maybe Eddie Murphy can do Bozo. There you go. They could switch, right, buddy? Kenny, Radar, Cromartie, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Go see Kenny do his karaoke stuff. He does a good job at it. Patrice is in the house. Former Chicago Bear, Honey Bear, in the house. Patrice, what's up, my dear? Jane McDonald, better known as the voice of Chippendales. Also, she was also the voice of Mickey Mouse after Walt Disney stopped doing it from 1947 to 1977. How about Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees? Oh, what a great group the Bee Gees were. I think Barry's the only one that's still alive. But Maurice and Robin and Andy all gone. And every song, I love the Bee Gees. I mean, if you're going back to the 60s, I started a junk. And then, to the 70s with Saturday Night Fever. And then back in the 80s and 90s, came back with One. And a lot of great songs and all the duets they wrote. Just to love. So happy birthday, Robin Gibb. Also, Joe Cocker, one of the greatest vocals. I love Joe, man. Greg, how you doing, buddy? Greg is in the house. Taverna this Saturday, outside patio. Also, the Joint now next door has got a nice, beautiful balcony outside. So you can sit outside and watch the show too. 2 for 2 right there this Saturday at Taverna on Division. Stella, love the Bee Gees. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Welcome to come to the shows. Yes, Ken, keep doing what you're doing. Mark Day. Wow, buddy, there's a name you don't see too often. Mark, how you doing, buddy? Used to work together. Me and Mark used to work at Electech before I became full-time Tony Ocean. Speaking of Electech, Mark, I was sitting with Steve Skrdillis, Dave Diaz, and Jack Surden just 2 weeks ago. The good old times at Electech that we used to get away with over there. Woo! That was fun. Can't stand the movie remakes, especially the woke remakes. How about the new woke Little Mermaid coming out? Listen, I haven't seen the old Little Mermaid, so if there's going to be woke, I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with that, Johnny. You're absolutely right. Little crazy as it is. Joe Cocker's birthday. How about Cher? Love Cher, 77 years old. You look at her, she still looks incredible. Leo Sayer, great British singer, a lot of great songs. You know I can dance, you know I can dance when I need you. I mean, good stuff. The great Leo Sayer. Jane Wiedlin of the Go-Go's celebrates a birthday. Raymond Burr, better known as Perry Mason, Ironside, but he was also known as Steve Martin, reporter from the original Godzilla, my favorite movie of all time, Godzilla and King Kong. Raymond Burr celebrates a birthday. Lawrence Terrell, better known as Mr. T, I pity the fool, turns 71 years old today. Mr. T. Our good friend Steve Garcia, happy birthday, which is the husband of our good friend Kathy Delaney, celebrates a birthday. And my good buddy Power Pop, guitar player, singer, songwriter, tree shakers, Tony Hunt, Anthony Hunt, celebrating a birthday today. Anthony, I hope you're having a great day. Guys, someone asked me, now, you ever get that? You're in your bathroom, you go for your body thing, it's out. You go for your shampoo, it's out. Shit. You're in a hotel, you forget it. And you wash your hair with soap. Have you ever washed your hair with hand soap? I have to admit, I have. I have washed my hair with soap. And it comes out like a Brillo pad when you're done. I mean, come on, let's be honest. How many people have washed their hair with soap? Susan, the closer, Jambroni, is in the house. I don't know if you women ever wash your hair with soap. But try washing your hair with soap, folks. I don't know. Has anybody ever washed their hair with soap? That's the question of the thing. I think we all did, right, Stella? At one particular time, I think we all washed our hair with soap. Johnny Faso Boom Boom is in the house. Great drummer, great friend of mine, Johnny. I hope you're doing well. Everybody's well, folks. Ocean's Pit. How about another sponsor, folks? We're talking about Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Hand rolled. Javier will deliver them right to your home, 727-366-7536. And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts. Speaking of hair, Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, 773-999-7888. That's Trico Hair Experts. All right, guys, you're watching Ocean's Pit. We're having fun. Danny says he doesn't have hair. All right, when you used to have hair. Other shows coming up, folks. June 6th will be at Capri, the new Capri in Downers Grove, Osteria Capri. It's going to be in the Hilton Hotel. Beautiful place. Pasta Mia outside patio on the 8th of June. And then June 10th will be a Tavern on the Point, Edison Park. That will be our last show at Tavern on the Point for the year. So I love Edison Park. Good people over there. Danny Mazzi in the house. Buy local, shop local at Armando's Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street. Tell them Ocean Pit sent you. Tell Danny, buy local and shop local. That's what it's about. All right. Do you ever see the animal documentaries? Now, I love them. I watch all the documentaries, animals. Did you ever see the one? I just seen one. I'll talk about this one in a minute. The other one, and it's both got to do with lions. There was two British, two English. Back in the 60s and 70s, you can buy any pet you want and bring them at home and have them as a pet in Europe. I think you might have done it and be able to do it in the United States too. But this lion's name was Christian. I don't know if you've ever seen the documentary or Google it when you get a chance. If you want to bawl your eyes out and you want to see something that's completely, dogs are loyal and there's certain animals that are loyal to their owners. But these two guys, Tim Seaton's in the house. Timmy, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a great time. My good friend over there doing what he does best with promoting shows and Illinois Rock and Roll Museum and everything. So anyway, so you watch documentaries, and there was one about Christian the lion. There was two English guys who, because like I said, 60s and the 70s, you can buy any pet and keep them in. You can buy any animal you want and keep them in your yard as a pet. These two guys were in Europe. Now, he bought a lion. It was small. Obviously, the lion was getting bigger and bigger. And you knew when you bought the lion was going to get bigger. So at the time, they had place to keep the lion. But then the lion got bigger and bigger and bigger. And what are you going to do? You can't keep them in a house unless it's, a mansion with a big backyard, whatever it was. They couldn't do it. So what do they think to do is return it to where the lion is from, Africa. There was a big documentary of it. So they let the lion go. I mean, they bring him there, he's let him go. Took a while for the lion, to leave because all of a sudden now the lion's free to hunt on his own and do everything on his own. So the lion goes away, and then they do like 5 years later or something like that, 2 years later, whatever, they went back to the same spot. And rightfully enough, all of a sudden they're waiting and looking for this lion. Miles Green, another great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. Miles, what's up, brother? So the two British guys go back to Africa a couple years later after they dropped Christian the lion off. And if you have not seen this, Google, right when you get a chance, Google Christian the lion. So they go back 2 years later, and they go back to the same spot, and they're waiting and looking to see if they can find the lion, who's probably now with a family. All of a sudden, they see these 1-2 lions come up over the hill, and they're looking at the two British guys. And then the two British guys are looking up at seeing if it's Christian. Now remember, they have not been with the lion for a while. So all of a sudden you see the big lion start coming down the hill. Now, the two guys, the owners, going, shit, this better be the right guy or we're going to get eaten up here. I mean, that's got to be a scary feeling. Patrick Haig, how you doing, my friend? So all of a sudden, this lion, Christian, keeps coming down, gets close to and jumps up with his paws and starts licking his old owner. He remembered the owner. You will be, if you don't cry and become a mush after you see this video, then you have no heart at all. I was in tears. I mean, and you know me, I'm a mushy guy, so I cry to a lot of shit. But go see it. Go just Google Christian the Lion, and I'm telling you, you guys are going to look and say, oh my God. I mean, it's amazing what these animals, lions, but I'm sure, the owners, they get close, man. It's pretty cool feeling to see that. And just Google it, Christian the Lion, and you'll thank me. You'll thank me after that, folks. NBC woman arrested almost 4 years after the newborn baby, was found in a plastic bag in the woods. You see, you get crazy people doing a lot of crazy shit out there. There's crazy and there's really crazy things. I mean, putting a baby in a bag or throwing them in the garbage or throwing dogs in the garbage. What's wrong with these people? Patrice, I love the story of Christian the Lion. So, Patrice, you've seen it, right? It's unbelievable. You will mush, you will cry your ass off. I mean, it is just amazing. I mean, getting close to you, being close to you when you are, raising it is one thing, but seeing it after you dropped it off and all of a sudden it comes back. Just put the baby up for adoption, Stella. You're absolutely right. Ronnie B. Elvis, what's shaking, buddy? What's shaking, baby? What's shaking? Shaking, baby. Hope you had a good birthday, Ronnie B. And we got to go fishing soon, pal. All right, so more crazy shit happening in this nutty world here, folks. And we're just trying to get by. People are just trying to get by. Here's the question of the day, besides if you ever use soap instead of shampoo. Here's the real question of the day. Would you rather be loved or would you rather be feared? The question you might remember from the movie Bronx Tale with Colosio C. asked Sonny, would you rather be loved or would you rather be feared? Hello, Carol. What's up, my dear friend? I would have to say Joey Spins, fears last longer. Spins, how you doing, buddy? I want to thank you for coming out Saturday night, buddy. Appreciate it very much. It's great seeing you. Well, Johnny says loved, feared, loved. I think everybody needs to be loved. Nothing wrong with being feared a little bit. knowing that you can't screw me over or screw someone else over. I mean, it happens, obviously, intentionally or not. David said fear. So far, Joey said fear and David said fear. Everybody else said love. Rosa, I hope you're doing okay. Rosa, Rosa, hope que te estai bene. Oh, comprato sera. Hope you're feeling good, my dear. Pina says both. Now, there's the winning answer. Pina says both. I rather be loved and feared. Loved and feared. Great question. And most of all, great answers by all of you. A lot of love and a little fear, baby. Good one. That should be a song, Ronnie. If you're truly loved, you won't be screwed over. That's true. Good point. Loved by friends and family, feared by others. That's a good one too, Danny. And Danny Mazzi from Armando's Supermarkets. Liberty Street, Elgin, Illinois. Buy local, shop local. Unfortunately, guys, and we all know this, I don't know if it's happened to you. It hasn't happened to me, really, family-wise, because I don't have a big family. Now, Boyd came up with a good one. The third one, this other one wasn't even in the question. Love, feared. How about respected? Respected is probably better than love. You can love somebody, respect somebody. But all your answers are good. There's not a wrong answer. It depends on what your situation is. But what Danny Mazzi said made sense. You want to be loved by your friends and family, but in history, and we probably all known it somewhere or another, you got screwed by a friend or worse, by a family member. And you hear it all the time. You hear it all. And there you go, Danny, different type of respect. Good idea. But it happens all the time. Like, for example, in families, a lot of times when the grandparents die, where did the money go? Or when mom died, or when dad died, you got the silverware, I got this. How come you got the TV? I was supposed to get that car. How come I only got this amount of money? You got that amount of money. Remember, one of the questions was, the worst thing about, you don't mind, it's not the point about getting hurt or getting stabbed in the back. The bad part is when you turn around and see who the person's stabbing you. That's got to hurt, man, if it's someone that's close. So it's always got to do with money. Never getting business with a friend. A lot of times that shit don't work. A lot of times they say don't get business with family. Sometimes that don't work. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you leave and go on to do your own thing. So the answer that we're going to talk about makes a lot of sense. There you go. How about a little loved, a little feared, and a lot of respect? So look, I've got some friends. I've been very fortunate to know people that I think that if I was to call them at a certain amount of time, they'd come and help me, and I would do the same for them. And some of these guys I don't even know that well. I mean, we know each other, but I've got so close to people since the 2020 pandemic and since this show. I mean, my buddy Danny, Joey Spence, these guys are just good guys. I know all you people are just so cool. I'm very blessed. I really am to have people that come out, work their ass off, and come and go to a restaurant and see me perform and spend their money, because you do spend money when you come to some other places I perform at. And they go out and they support local talent. And, they're giving up their Fridays, Saturdays, Wednesdays. They come out, whatever it is. So that shows love there. That shows respect. And I'm like Robert the General, another one that we met when we were watching. He was watching The Pit, and he's been a good friend, him and his family. So I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky. I'm probably one of the luckiest guys in the fucking world. I really am, because I got some good people. I know there's people out there that can't stand me too. Let's not, I know that. But all right, how about a little joke? Vito Pastantino. Vito, of course, with Josie and Tina Marie from the Josie Awards. Vito says, hey, when Miley Cyrus dances nude and licks a hammer. They call that art. Now, if I was to do that at Home Depot, they'd kick me out and call the cops. Right? You gotta love it. Yeah, you can see it on TV. Just don't mean you can do it at home, folks. I mean, I'm choked up, Danny. You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. For all you Elvis fans out there, Elvis, Baez was one of the backup singers for Elvis. He was in the band called the Stamps, of course. He has passed away. Another entertainer gone. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. I hope you're getting ready for. She is an idiot, Kathy. You're absolutely right. I can't stand her myself. But remember one thing with all this crazy shit going on in this world. The people telling us now to not be offended by the Bud Light situation. Don't be offended by that. Are the same people that were offended about Aunt Jemima on the syrup bottle. This, to me, is really mind-bending to me. Very confusing to me. Oh, it's okay with the beer light thing, whether you're into that shit or not. $6 billion loss of sales. They're buying back unsold beer. Bud Light is in trouble. But that's not the point that gets me. The point I'm trying to say is they're saying that we shouldn't be offended by this, but they were the same people that took Aunt Jemima off the syrup bottle, or Mr. Potato Head, or this, or you can't sing Baby It's Cold Outside. Well, you know the story. Hypocrites, Patrick. Hypocrites. The worst thing you can be is a hypocrite. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Who are they telling us what to be offended about and not offended? Right, it should be up to us. I offend people all the time. It's not done on purpose. My mouth, guys, I can't control my mouth. I'm trying to get better. I don't mean to hurt somebody. Nobody means to do that. But what I'm trying to say is, I just don't get it. It's okay to do this, but it's not okay. It's just mind-boggling me. Watching, listening to your great show from sunny Fishers, Indiana. Angela, how you doing? They cancel Baby It's Cold Outside, but blast, but they blast the WAP. That's what I don't get. It's whatever the wise men up there, whatever they're called, decide what's good for the goose and good for the gander, right? It's like, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. These are a whole bunch of people up there, older than hell. This woke generation. Anyway, is what it is, folks. And, it's going back to the same thing. If you remember, you watched the Grammys and they had that girl dancing, whatever, like Satan, and all the audience, at the end of that performance, the audience was like, oh, what a fantastic job. So this country is going they're going from I Love Lucy to I Love Lucifer now. I love Lucy. We loved Lucy. But now it's I Love Lucifer. This world is going crazy. What they're showing on TV and stuff like now. Ryan in the house. The gay community has fought for a lifetime to get what they were at, and the trans group came in like a bulldozer. Correct, Danny. And it was funny, not funny what you say, but I remember there was a story I seen on, I forgot one of the news channels, but some of the gay bars in the Chicagoland area who are sponsored by Bud Light for many, many years. Now that this is happening and stuff like that, now they're thinking that they only sponsored them not for the because they really supported it, but almost just like like a joke. People can do whatever they want to do with their lives. That's not the point. I don't care what anybody does. The point is, stop shoving stuff in people's faces. Stop making people do things, or don't, you gotta like this and you can't like that. And why? Why is that so difficult? Why? That's the question. I just don't understand why this is happening in this crazy world of ours. It doesn't make sense to me. And there was a story. There was a story that I wrote down, and it made a hell of a lot of sense. I was going to say to you guys because all these years, here we are trying to teach this, teach that, and what's good for us and what's good for that. It's just nuts. Jerry Jams, what's up? Yeah, Stella, especially the kids alone. They call the Lucifer Act artistic impression. I call it bullshit. I call it bullshit. That's just me, guys. It is what it is. It's just crazy world that we're going into. I want to pray out for the prayers go out to Alberta, Canada. Big forest fires there for the last couple of weeks. There have been horrible forest fires, and they're praying for rain. I mean, those forest fires, poor trees and the animals and everything that's destroyed when those forest fire hits. It's just crazy. Jams, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Tipping during the carryout before it happens. Do you tip for a carryout? You go into a restaurant, you pick up a pizza, you have to tip them from giving you the pizza? Someone asked me, Tony, tipping before it happens. They're asking for it. When you pay for this carryout, on the little screen will come out, do you want to add a tip? There you go. Danny makes sense. 5%. Okay, I can go for that. 5% tip that you pick up. Because, like you're waiting over there, you're paying for the pizza's not ready, the order's not ready, but you're sitting there waiting. But they still want your credit card. You put it in, they said you want a tip. Some people say they don't. Some people, Danny said 5%, not a bad idea. During the pandemic when restaurants were shut down, yes. Now, not so much. Okay, that makes sense too. To each his own. To each his own. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that was very funny. Last night, after I got home, I was watching TV. I was watching this channel for about 10 minutes. And this lady was telling all these great things to do. And I kept watching the TV and the show, and it was real good. Everything was exciting. And then towards the end of the show, I realized it was a Christian religious station. It was telling that these are all the sins that are happening in this world. Of course, that's the story sent in by Murray Weiner, the great agent from EMT. Murray. What a funny thing. So here he is watching the TV show. Oh, this is some great things to do, honey. Put this down on the list. Then found out he was watching the religious station. And found out these were all the sins the lady said that people are doing in the world. Tell me that's not funny, folks. I think that's funny. Ocean's Pit, little show during the... You got to love it, folks. CNN, President Joe Biden admitted the administration blaming airlines for delays and cancellations. That there was plenty of that going on during the pandemic, and up till after that, it was a lot of cancellations, a lot of stuff happening, delays with airlines. But what he did not take the blame for, or they downplayed the FAA from not hiring enough of traffic control people and hiring people. You can't. I mean, there was no staff. Nobody was working. I mean, that's something that just destroys people. How about a story about this was with JetBlue? I think I wrote this down here. JetBlue passenger, folks. Listen to this. JetBlue passenger was stranded on a plane because they landed. They were supposed to switch planes. So the guy's in a plane. This is in JetBlue, Boston, Massachusetts. They shut down. They didn't really. They left the passenger in the plane. They closed down for the night. They left him there all night on the plane. JetBlue. All right, we're done. We're landed. How about a dummy check? We always do dummy checks. call a dummy check, because especially when you check out of hotels or when you're going on a trip and you forget something. Dummy check. I forgot the phone charger in the hotel, or I forgot this. Always do a dummy check. And JetBlue landed, switching planes. They all left. The crew just left, forgot about the guy that was still sitting in the plane. You can't make this shit up, folks. Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. You guys are funny. All right. How about a father? You're driving a lot of times, especially by me. You see geese, you see dogs sometimes in the middle of the street. You try to beep. The geeks don't move anyway, right? But this poor father was trying to help the ducklings cross the street, and he gets hit by a car. Did you hear this story? Did you hear this story? I should laugh, but come on. Right? That's funny, I thought. Think about this. Poor father got out of the car trying to help getting these little ducklings across the street and gets plowed by a car. You can't. Let's give it up for Cate Blanchett. She's an actress, of course, very successful actress. Good for her, according to Variety. When they're shooting the movie, they're doing this stuff, and she was shooting it, looking at her scripts, going on. And then she looked around the staff and realized that there were 62 men on the staff. She was the only woman. So she went off. She got a little pissed off. I don't understand why. So she had a point. She just said, hell with it. She set a rule now. When she does movies from now on, she wants more split, even men and women. And it should be. It was all 62 men. She's the only one there. She's going, what's going on here? When I leave a hotel, I always put pillows under the covers looking like a body. Really screw them up there, Danny. I like that one, brother. But what's a Cate Blanchett, good for you, honey. Saying that there was 62 men and there should be somebody, it should be even, 50-50, absolutely. I think that's very, very important. U.S. reports one case of typical mad dog disease. Mad cow disease, I'm sorry. Can't read my own writing. Okay. Now, this takes balls, or this takes guts. You go to a concert, or you go to, you see a comedian, or you go to a concert, or you go hear somebody, an inspirational speaker. Now, say you're in Chicago, or say you're in New York, whatever, and the concert guy, and he's got a New York Yankees jersey on when he's playing Wrigley Field. Was an artist. Or go to Soldiers Field and you're seeing somebody and someone's there with a Green Bay Packer jersey singing. Now, people are going to go crazy. That's crazy up in the town that you're at and you're wearing a jersey of the enemy. And they just paid you, they're paying a lot of money to come see you perform. And here you are with a Green Bay Packers jersey on when you are in Chicago. That's what Rihanna did. Rihanna, the actor, the singer, Philadelphia, showed up in New York with a Philadelphia jersey on, and the place went ballistic. When you're fighting against enemies like that, Sox and Cubs or Bears or whatever, it's Packers. I sort of got in trouble for that, if you don't know the story. Know your audience, Johnny. But here's something I was not a Bulls fan, and I still am not. But I was very fortunate one time and one time only to sing the national anthem at the Chicago Bulls New York Knicks game. Now, I love the Knicks, and they finally did pretty good this year in basketball. For a long time, they have not been good. So I showed up with a Knicks jersey on, Knicks against the Bulls, and the back of my shirt said Michael Who. So, that I get shit. Of course, the next day, the papers gave me crap, but I never was asked to sing the national anthem again at the Chicago Bulls games. But I did get to pick up 5 different times I got to sing in Madison Square Garden for the New York Knicks. So, and good publicity, any publicity, good or bad publicity is good. Probably wouldn't do that again. I was younger, a little bit more stupid, a little bit more naive. Not that I'm, a little crazy. My prayers go out to my good friend Patty Pendergrass. I think her mother passed away. Patty, I'm sorry if that's the case. Someone died. So Patty was a great musician in the Chicagoland area. Our prayers go out to your family. People are saying that cops need more training. Back to blue. They need more training to help the situations that are going on in this world right now. But then you got to ask, hey, some of you parents have your kids now for 18-year-olds plus, and they're still a bunch of punks. Yet, here we are. Nobody respects your elders anymore. The men in blue, the women in blue. There's no respect anymore. Teacher, nobody gets respect. People get called by their first names. No more sir, no more ma'am. It's a crazy world we live in, folks. Brunch. I hate that word. Let's go to brunch. Oh, me and my family, we're going to brunch. Can't stand that word. You know what brunch is, folks? Brunch is the only reason why they came up with brunch, folks. It's socially accepted, so it's an excuse for you people that drink during the day. The only reason why they came up with, let's go have brunch. It drives me crazy. Some of you guys think that was funny. I thought that was funny. Brunch. Oh, let's go to brunch. That is. It's the socially accepted excuse for day drinking. Brunch. Because if you said, hey, come to my house, let's have some cocktails during the day. People still do it by the pool, you're golfing, whatever the hell it is. We were talking about the Kentucky Derby at that particular time. There was 6 horses, 7 horses, whatever it was, who died. And now they say now it's a total of 9 horses at Churchill Down, which holds the Kentucky Derby. Horrible what's going on with these horses and animals. Just horrible. Now the 9th one. And we're just talking about Bud Light, folks. Newsweek magazine said that Bud Light is buying back all their unsold beer, that nobody's buying the beer anymore in these bars. National Public Works Week. Thank you for all your help. Everybody out there working in the public works field, thank you. It is your week, my friend. People in North California, giant earthquake off the offshore of North Carolina, 5.5 Richter scale. In North California, excuse me. So our prayers go out to anything there if there was any damage done. 5.5. California, man, you got to watch out. I'm surprised California is still there. Nothing wrong with a good Bloody Mary, right, Kathy? But you can drink that home. But isn't brunch, lunch, and breakfast? Good point. Good point, Kathy. They just come up with a brunch. Good point. I don't know, folks. Johnny Carson retired May 22nd, 1992. That was the day that destroyed late night television. I've not watched late night. I watched late night after Johnny Carson only if there was one of my favorite actors or entertainers on the show. But it wasn't for the host, and it wasn't for the monologue, and it wasn't for the bullshit. But if I was to watch anything after Johnny Carson, this was after 92 he retired, right? Yeah, May 22nd, 1992, Johnny Carson retired. So if I watched any of the other shows, it would be if I liked, like if Rod Stewart or Cheap Trick or somebody was on, or any of these actors that I liked were on, then I watched it. If not, I wouldn't watch any late night after Johnny Carson. You want to go to brunch sometime, Mr. Carrara? It was funny that you said it. Brunch is two words combining together with a breakfast and lunch. Are we breakfasting fast our lives to go to lunch? There you go, Nina. Nina, thanks for coming out the last couple nights at our shows, honey, and your support. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Even the interviewers get really scripted. Sinatra refused to go on Leno. There you go. Dakota, great entertainer, knocking him out in Las Vegas, my friend. I hope Barb Bailey was just with you. Said you did an incredible job, Dakota. Keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing, buddy. Don't quit. But yeah, I can't watch those. After Johnny Carson, I can't watch late night, folks. I'm sorry. Especially these Corbell and whatever his name is. I just can't watch it. Just can't watch it. Rick Captain Bloomingburg, if you're watching, happy birthday to Becca Bloomingburg in the house. Little Becca was not little anymore. She's a big girl. Happy birthday, honey. Congratulations to Pam Bullis, folks, Pamela, and her big success for the Dick Biondi film that was at the Des Plaines Theater this past weekend. I think it's last Sunday. It was a big turnout. Albert sent me some stuff. So congratulations on the Dick Biondi documentary. I will say Jimmy Fallon is better than Leno. Okay, like I said, Fallon might be okay. Just not the same. Not the same, folks. Well, the new mayor is in. Brandon Johnson, already on his watch. 10 people were robbed at gunpoint. Avondale area. 10 people already. Chicago ain't going to change, folks. I don't know. I feel bad. I really, really do, because it's just horrible what's happening to one of the greatest cities in the world, Chicago. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Time for our sponsor, Patriot Funding Incorporated. That's Dave Antonelli out of Roselle, Illinois. Commercial money lending at its finest. Call Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730. And let's not forget, last but not least, Ace Hardware Norwich. Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Ace is always taking care of everybody, folks. They have U-Haul rentals. They have all that outdoor furniture right now. You're getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. They got garden decor, flowers, vegetables, herbs, plants. They got those spices and rubs, getting ready for those barbecues. Don't forget to grill your Ace off. They get $20 off any grill purchase. Lawnmowers right now to start cutting the lawn. Get a tune up there for $105 plus parts. Neighborhood powerhouse. That's Ace Hardware. Don't forget to download the Ace Rewards app. It's easy to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. That's Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Buy a local, shop local. Ace Hardware. Folks, it's coming down to the end of the hour, and I want to thank you all for watching the show today, everybody. I want to remind you, big week coming up. Wednesday, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Carnival Speakeasy upstairs in the room. That's tomorrow night. Thursday, Cherry Jams, Lisa P., Louis Pipes. It's going to be Postatanos this Thursday. Maybe even a special appearance by Mojo's Jukebox. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday will be at Taverna on Division at night. But during the day, folks, Saturday, if you have no plans, 3 o'clock to 4, Mojo's Jukebox will be at Belmont and Sheffield. Summer concert outside this Saturday, 3 to 4 in the afternoon. And then at night will be at Taverna. And Sunday, get your asses down to Lake Geneva, Lake Como, the Thirsty Parrot, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. Sunday, May 28th, Thirsty Parrot, 1 to 5. Going to be fun. Memorial Day weekend, folks. I want you all to have an incredible day today. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Remember, folks, keep supporting local establishments. Buy local, shop local. Support live entertainment. And the words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. God bless you all, folks. Thank you so much. Be kind. And my good buddy Nick Sahajas, the piano man, take us.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye bye, everybody. Have a good one.